And welcome back to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. I've sold over 17,000 original paintings on eBay alone. I built up seven figures in art business. And I'm just going to break it all down on this video, how to get $1,000 commission, how to just pull it out anytime that you want to, or anytime that you need to, anytime that there's an emergency, or anytime that you might need that extra cash. All right. Now, this is not something that I go off of daily, but I do make this part of my business structure so that it's something that I hit on at the end of the week when it's the most active, or at least twice a week, or there's a certain structure of how I go about doing this. Okay. So you can learn all about this as well inside the eBay community coaching, but I'm going to break it down right now for you so you can have an idea how you can pull money out when you need to. All right. When you build up your collectors. Now, number one, let's put it down here. Number one, like we were just talking about with your collectors, you're going to be having your regular buyers. What makes eBay better than galleries, or it makes it better than you doing your own social media and you finding out your list, or you having a collector's list or an email list, or any of that stuff that they try to teach you in the old methods of doing art, is that you don't really own that list. You don't really have a connection with these people. If you have a gallery, if you're lucky enough to get in the gallery like it's the 1990s or something like that, or it's the 80s, those days are long gone. We're past the point of technology and the internet. You don't have to have a social media. You don't have to have an email list. I was able to sell 17,000 pieces of art without using any social media at all. I didn't have an email list. I didn't do any of that funnel stuff that they try to say for you to do, because all that is you wasting your time, you building up these big pieces of art and then hoping that somebody's going to come by and buy it. No, what makes this good is you're going to have your regular buyers that's on eBay. Now, eBay already has 140 million people that already have their credit cards that's attached to the system. That means that they're ready to purchase. They're ready to buy. They're not these followers that's giving you free clicks and free likes off of social media, but then they never buy anything. And then if you look into that, the sales conversion on those is less than 1%. You already know, look, you wouldn't be in this video right now, or you wouldn't be here if you didn't already go through some of these things yourself, or you didn't go through the process of trying to do everything traditional that they're telling you what to do to sell art. But how many people have actually bought the art from you, from social media, from Instagram? You get all these likes, but how often do you get people who actually want to buy it? You know, they'll tell you all the greatest things, but then those things don't pay bills at the end of the day. Yes, it feels good to get from somebody you went to high school with 20, 30 years ago. Oh, I love your art. Oh, this is great. Wow, I feel great. Oh, that feels good. They clicked the like on it. They told me these great comments, but how often are they buying from you? Zero. They're never buying from you. So that's why this is important, because once you get a buyer from eBay, once you get a buyer, that's a real follower. That's a real collector. And you can always follow up with them. You can always send them an email that's actually direct to their phone, not an email where it's going to their Google or their Yahoo or anything like that, but an actual email where it goes to their notification, and then that's a messaging system that's inside of eBay. And you can always reach out to them if you ever want to, especially if you just done good business with them. That's why I said regular, make sure that it's a regular, not just a random buyer. Build up your repertoire, build up your relationships. I have so many people who they wanna jump before they crawl, or they wanna run before they crawl, right? Or they wanna run before they walk. Yeah, so you get what I'm saying, right? They wanna skip steps, and they wanna, instead of building up a relationship and thinking it's important, they wanna do all these other steps. What's really important when you're starting off in this game, so that way you can play the long game and you can get commissions. You could get $1,000 commissions. You could get $10,000 commissions. I mean, my biggest commissions that I've ever gotten in my whole art career have always been based off of eBay. They haven't been based off of the grand work that I was doing, and I was building my Instagram page up, and I was blue checked and everybody loved it. I'm verified and I'm doing all of this extra heavy work. No, the best work that I've done, the biggest commissions, were always based off of eBay. So When you have a regular buyer and you cultivated the relationship, you sent them out plenty of artwork where they gave you good reviews. They know that you're on time. They know that your artwork is always consistent. You're always providing for them. What's going to happen is they're going to be comfortable and they're going to be open to you to wanting to help you, and also they're going to want other larger works from you, because a lot of times as well, what people really don't talk about when it comes to eBay and selling art is that we provide artwork to resellers. It's part of the game. You can't get mad at the game. Like, it's the game. Be fortunate and be thankful, be grateful that that's what it is and that they're buying work from you. But also look at it from a business standpoint, that at least you're somewhat of a production. You're like a factory, a mini factory, where at least you know that the artwork is going to be sold. At least you know your artwork's going to be sold, but your name is getting out there because they're selling your artwork. And it's going to take them longer to sell it depending on their structure. But at least for you, every single day when we're auctioning, we're getting paid. So when I talk about regular buyers, let's just say auctions. I'm talking about auctions. All right. I'm going to put a star on that. And it's going to get to a point where you're going to know your audience. You're going to know your market. You're going to know who your people are. And once you start knowing who your peoples are, it's going to be easy for you to also send them to your buy it now store. And there's certain ways of how you can do this. What you can do is that when your regular buyer, they buy from you, it's been a week, you've been consistent, you can send them a message at the end of the week and you can say, hey, I created a private coupon for you. You can set up a private coupon and you can send them a private coupon for a certain discount percentage. And you can say, it's only private and you only give it to your top, to your regulars. Make it sound special. Make it sound special. They're special. All right. Make it sound special. So that way they're like, wow, this discount is only coming to me because I've done business with you and I've been buying so much artwork. But also what they're going to have, what they're not going to tell you is that you've been helping their business because they've been selling your artwork, and the customers who's been buying from them, been buying from you, they want to see more of your artwork. So they actually want to see your artwork as well, where they can get something that's larger or something that's custom. And you could tell them that you have a private coupon, so for the buy it now store, and they think that they're going to be getting something that's 30% off or anything like that. But if you watch the previous video where we're talking about how to price your artwork, you're going to be making heavy percentage profits anyways, because of how we base our artwork and how the perception of art is. Perception of art, like I say, a lot of times it's the old analogy of business where the what is it, the furniture guy, he put a $20,000 bed in the front of the window. People say, hey, you're never going to be able to sell that $20,000 mattress. He says, I know, but if I didn't put it in the front of the window, then I wouldn't be able to sell all of my $1,000 mattresses. Okay. It's the same principle when it comes to eBay, when it comes to business, when it comes to anything else. You have to set a gold standard for yourself. You have to have the Rolexes of paintings in your store, so people have a perception of where the standards at, and then they go for your other items. Okay, you don't want to be racing to the bottom and pricing your stuff so low. eBay's a business; they don't want to see your stuff priced so low either. So at the end of the week, you can send them a message, and we're talking about different ones. Okay, we're talking about different regular buyers, and you can start doing that by sending them different things like that. Now, I have a whole structure of how to go about doing this inside the program, so that way you could do it as well. Everything is built out for you. We have the templates, we have the copy and paste, we have the downloads. Everything is mapped out for you, so that way you can do this for your account and you can start selling and making money as early as next week. All right, now the next thing is your messages. You want to do messages when you have A sale, or when you see that it's your regular, now off the messages, you could say things that you want to do the upsell. And these are the upsells of frames. You can upsell frames, okay? You could upsell your frames on there and you can send messages. There's certain types of ways that go about that as well. So that way you could tack it on to the invoice. But by doing this, you're also conditioning them to where they want to buy something. Because a lot of times when people want the commission or when they think of a frame, they want something special. They want something that's different from your artwork and or that's on the store. And they want something that's going to be original. Then that's when you could be like, hey, I seen that you've been buying this much, and I also want to give you this deal, but also, hey, would you also like to add some frames to those auctions that you've been doing? See, people think that our auctions are selling at a certain price point, right? They're like, hey, your auctions, it ended at this dollar amount or this low dollar amount. They don't know the whole order, but also what they don't know is that on the back end is that we have other deals going on. We have other upsells going on, just like frames and other things as well too that we could tag on in there. Number three, and this is second chance. Now this is important. Second chance, this is some real game that I'm dropping right now. Second chance is where you have people who didn't win those auctions. And it might be from your regular buyer, but this is only after a while after you really built up your buyers list. It's important to understand your market. That's why it's important that we create art the way that we do. We get on to the next one, we create it fast, and we churn and burn them. It's not just because of the art method, it's not just because of the profit point, it's not just because of the volume. All of those things are important, just like consistency is important. I tell you, there's so many things that you kind of have to juggle, but there's a structure in place. And the structure on this is that it's important so that way when you have your regular buyers, you can also have a second chance option for them. If they miss their auction and someone outbid them, you can always send them a message if it's something that's premium, something that looks nice, and you know they wanted it, but they missed it. You can say to them, send them a message, and you can say, hey, I seen that you really wanted this art, and I want to offer you a second chance for it. And they'll be like, huh, second chance? What do you mean? Someone already bought it, man. They got the commission or they got the auction. They already won it. And you can say, yeah, but I could create you even a better one or something that's a little bit more special because you've been such a great regular buyer, right? And I could give you a second chance where I can make something whatever canvas size that you want. Now, the beautiful part of why we can do this is because we work off of the projector. So when we work off the projector, even though you might have sold the original artwork, you can still use the projector to recreate one that you've done and just make it a little bit different. Or you could just do, kind of the same one. Because even though you painted it before, you still own the intellectual property where that's your art piece. It doesn't matter. You can make 1,000 of them if you want to. It's your painting. Yes, someone might have bought an original. Someone might have bought another original. In my eyes, when I say original, I'm thinking original that I painted it. It's not coming from some print machine. All right. We didn't print it out. So they're all originals. As long as your hand and your paintbrush and you actually painted it, it is an original. Doesn't matter if you painted something like that before, because nothing new was under the sun. So anything that I painted before, trust me, humans have been around for a long time. There's been another artist who was before I was born or any time who painted something similar to what I painted. I may not know it, but they painted that before. So there's nothing new under the sun. But what is new and original is that you painted it. So you can always say them, I could paint you an original. Just let me know the requested canvas size. But there's also a whole structure, email and message form of how you can send it out. So that way you can guarantee how you're going to get that sale. And I have that all mapped out as well for you. So that way there's no guessing game. And then once you send that out to them, that I can give you a second chance on that, and you can get an original of whatever the size. You can make it bigger for them. and then tell them the requested. They're going to ask you, hey, you say to them, I work with you. And then you give them whatever the quote is. The quote is going to be, this is a quote for you because you're such a great regular customer. And guess what? 8 times out of 10, they are going to either go along with the quote at that time, or they're going to come back and they know that it's an option from you. They might not hire you on it on that time, but they will come back within either a week or at least that month. Now, I make sure that I do this consistently. Why? Because it's okay. Don't be afraid to say that you're a business. Don't be afraid to say that you're in sales, because that's what you are as an artist. Like this is where they mess our minds up at. They lied to us and said that, oh, you're an artist and you're creating in solitude and thinking of flowers and new concepts. No, we're not thinking of new concepts because there's nothing new. We work off the projector and we're in sales. That's how you make the money. Look, if you want to be a broke artist or if you think it's noble to go into the concept of being a starving artist, then that's your bag. That's not our bag, and that's not anything that I teach in the community coaching. What I teach is that we all can, there's enough money out here for all of us, and we're in sales, okay? We're in the psychology of sales. So when you're in the psychology of sales, then you start from there and you can know how to map out your art. You can know how to map out where to make the money at and how to go about it when you're dealing with customers. See, there's a lot going on when people think about art, and you could do the art part, but you have to be able to think about the business part. And these are just one of the steps right here of how I was able to build up a 7-figure business in eBay, how I was able to sell over 17,000 paintings and being able to prosper by not thinking in the mindset that I'm going to be a starving artist. I never wanted to be a starving artist. I want to be able to prosper. I take all of the job experiences that I've had in my life and I applied it into the business side of eBay. And this is just one of them. So this is how you can pull commissions out, but also other sales of how we use it. If you want to learn more about this, if you want to see how you could be making additional money with this as well, as long as just like cross listing on other platforms, click the link below, join us, and you can also join us with the Q&A masterminds meetings, which is every Sunday. And you can ask me questions over there where we can go into your account and we can see what's going on, but we also build you up. You're going to have a 14-day sales activity challenge. So that way you can start making sales as early as next week. All right. So I'm going to see you in the next video, and that's it.